Excuse me. What in the world are you thinking?
Mean Gene, the first thing you need to do is to tell these people to shut up if you want to hear what I gotta say.
What up, y'all? KMB the Sexy Ninja in the place to be, as always, for C Plus Studios, and welcome to the New World Podcast, brother. And if you hear that in the background, I am cruising. I'm on a journey right now, and I thought, I just wanted to clear my head. It's raining right now like crazy. I'm loving it. Like the rain's just coming down, and it just feels good. Do you know what else is awesome? CrazyHoodiez.com. You will acknowledge CrazyHoodiez.com with a Z. That's right, folks, with a Z. All designs created by the one and only Big Daddy. Also, check out his amazing podcast, Big Daddy Forever. It's a great podcast, and if you're subscribed to the C Plus Studios feed, you get Big Daddy Forever, you get the Sexy Ninja Cast, you get the New World Podcast. You also get that crazy Juggalo vlog, and if you want to check us out on YouTube, we have 1.5K videos. We're almost to 1,000 subscribers, baby. I'm telling you, baby, right now, go subscribe to that channel, and go check us out on Twitch. We're on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, Facebook, anywhere and everywhere is C Plus Studios, and we're taking over slowly but surely. And let's just get into this week's Friday night SmackDown. I really did enjoy the show from top to bottom. The big highlight was Hit Row. Hit Row is back. So what does that mean? What's the future? And I like how they kind of set him up to wrestle a couple jobbers and whatnot. I when they came out, I was like, yeah, there's no way these two right here are going to beat Hit Row. Especially them coming back, being back in full force and everything like that. One member short, though. One member short. It's now down to 3 for Hit Row, so I'm wondering what happened there. I was always a big fan of Hit Row, especially when they came into when they were in NXT and everything like that. I thought that was just going to be a great faction, a group, and everything like that. But they were released. This was when people were being released left and right. Like Dexter Loomis, Karrion Kross, a whole bunch of NXT superstars just released on a dime, on a whim, because they were making budget cuts. But it seems right now that Vince McMahon's gone. I'm talking about Triple H is like, these are my talents. These are the talents that I know can be superstars. And he's right in every aspect of that. These guys can be superstars, but they were never given the chance. They were all influenced by the mighty dollar. I'm not talking about top dollar. I'm talking about the mighty dollar of corporate greed. So they were released. But it's nice to know that Triple H is at the helm, and he's like, you know what? These are my guys. This is who I'm bringing to the table. And people that you released that I felt was big mistakes, and I wish you can get back Samoa Joe. I wish you can get back Adam Cole, and bring them back to the forefront. It could happen. I was talking with Big Daddy last week, if you were listening to our Monday Night Raw podcast. There's so many chances of that happening once contracts are up, because they're not being really used in AEW right now. The Undisputed Elite, come on. The Undisputed Elite, they bring back CM Punk. And like I said, I'm trying not to hate, but everything I see and everything I hear on the news about AEW, it makes me cringe. All of it, just like, okay. And here's another thing that just blew my mind, was when CM Punk came back and they're like, oh, he's still champion. Because I was wondering for the life of me, what does an interim champion mean? What does that even mean? And I didn't look too far into it. John Moxley won the title. I was like, all right, cool. John Moxley's the champ again. Two-time AEW champion. But then Punk comes back. He's technically still champion. I'm like, well, like you got injured, so how do you stay champ? And you still get to come back and be champ. And now we're gonna have a match where who are gonna determine who's the actual champ. Is it Moxley or is it? I don't know. It's just a bunch of hoopla to me. And that's why I really want to get out here and start cruising with the rain and everything like that, just to get my mind clear of the shenanigans. I know it's wrestling, folks, I know. But come on. Friday Night SmackDown, though, Drew McIntyre beat down the Usos. Well, they beat him down first, but the Intercontinental match between Gunther and Shinsuke Nakamura was amazing. Sorry, I don't know why I struggled with his last name. That match was incredible. And bringing back Prestige, there was a video package for the Intercontinental title, and he just did. And Triple H is doing that with the United States title, and we're getting further along in his women's tag team title tournament. We're making these belts mean something. We're making these titles mean something again, because honestly, I was really excited for Gunther versus Shinsuke for the Intercontinental Championship, and they put their all out there, and that's what that title should be. You know, that title is held by a lot of greats in the WWE, you know, great superstars and everything like that. But once you go into the forefront of, like, just having them basically be placeholders, overweighted placeholders is all these things have become. You know, and it was very sad to me for the IC title, even the United States title, man. Like, you know, the prestige of those titles were just nothing. You know, they just fell to the background. You know, they just became just as useless as the European Championship. No offense to the European Championship. You know, that's the problem with wrestling in general. It's not just WWE that has this problem. It's all of wrestling across the board has this problem. They have all these titles. You know, and I'm waiting for WWE to finally connect the Universal and the WWE Championship together into one title. Like, just make it one title. Bring back the big gold belt. Hell, that would be fucking awesome. I wish in the tag team titles, I want them to get grouped back together. I want the women's title to be grouped back together. And that's another thing. When I say women's title, Shayna Baszler's going to whoop Liv Morgan's ass at Clash at the Castle, and I cannot wait for that. I cannot wait for the reckoning of Liv Morgan to lose the title, because she is not a champ. You know, and that might sound like some angry fanboy Mark or whatever you want to call it, but Liv Morgan, yes, I understand. She had this great opportunity. She beat Ronda Rousey twice, but Shayna screams champ. You know, and the little, like, oh, you're just nothing but a B version of Ronda Rousey. I was like, oh, little chops, okay. But then made look weak again, and then, you know, and Shayna, that was an obvious help for Shayna to go through the table like that. But I know at Clash of the Castle, it's not that I know, I can predict the future. I'm just making a prediction, but I feel it's a spoiler. They're going to take the title off Liv Morgan. You gave her the taste of the championship. Now we need to go with the aspect of, like, okay, cool. Well, you understand what being a champion is, or do you not understand what being a champion is? You need to start back from back to the basis of being a champ. Like, I'm really glad that Liv Morgan even got to be a champ. It's just as bad as Nikki Ash, or Nikki Superhero, whatever you want to call her. Nikki Mask, you know, I forgot her name. That blew my mind, because when I saw her, I was like, no, what's her name? Mask person, this and that. Nikki ASH, almost a superhero, dropped that gimmick as well. You know, and I'm hoping that these things Triple H will untangle, and Shayna Baszler finally getting a title opportunity on the main roster. It's like, finally, right? Finally, Shayna Baszler. I've always been a huge fan. I think she is a top contender for the championship. So I can't wait for Clash at the Castle and see Liv Morgan and Shayna. And Shayna's just, I think she's going to destroy that arm. She's going to gnaw like an animal gnawing on a piece of bone, you know. Yes, I get a little too intense when Big Daddy's not here. I hope you enjoyed those other podcasts with Big Daddy. He's going to definitely be on more. I was thinking we can do a prediction, me and him, for Clash at the Castle. I definitely want him back on here for Monday Night Raw, because when we talk wrestling, folks. So let me know what you thought of this week's Friday Night SmackDown. Are you happy that Hit Row is back? I'm very happy that Hit Row is back. I'm just happy that things are falling into place in WWE and talents are bringing back to the forefront of, of WWE, actual talents that Triple H was bringing up and grooming and, just making them, they're superstars, and which they are. And Vince, corporate greed, whatever, made all these cuts, but I'm glad that Triple H is making it right. I'm very happy that we're seeing Hit Row again, and I'm hoping for a lot of great opportunities for Hit Row, and I just can't wait. I just can't wait for the future, and WWE has been on a roll. They've been with surprises, and Karrion Kross is, I think, me and Big Daddy talked about it last week. I don't feel that he's ready for the championship, but I feel that he can be ready, so... let me know what you think of this week's Friday Night SmackDown. Drop those comments below. Let me know what was your highlight of the show. Is Liv Morgan going to go down? That's just my opinion. You might like Liv Morgan. That's fine. That is totally fine. Like, love, whatever you want with Liv. Okay? Then after that, you're going to like and subscribe. You're going to share with your grandma, share it with the bum down at Walmart. And remember, this is the New World Podcast, brother. And it's for life.
And we hit Row, the OG3. And if you didn't know,
Now you know.
Okay. Well, now you know. Hit Row is back.